Alright, so in 3 minutes or less I want to go over this Caterpillar D2 1960s. Used to have a pony motor in here, and a pony motor is a gasoline motor that can just turn the diesel, over and over and over until it fires up. So I've got a plate on there. It's barely visible. Some identifiers, but I think it's a D311 or DJ311. It's kind of motor. They've put a external fuel pump on it, or auxiliary, because the prior owner bent the crap out of the original mechanical fuel pump. So these lines have to be replaced. But let's take a look at the wiring. Now this is just temporary because the bolt was missing for the starter. So we've got 3 bolts, 1, 2, and then 3 in the back. Replaced all the consumables on the solenoid. I did order a whole new plate, but the eBay vendor sent me the wrong one, so I had to take pieces off of that. And basically the problem is on the under end of these bolts there's the heads, and the plate smashes against them to make contact. And so you've got and that was worn out. So you've got a ground wire that goes from the C terminal to here. I've been told by somebody that rebuilds these that's important. And then I've got a 6 gauge or a 4 gauge, something like that, wire that comes from here. Only it's 6 gauge. Comes from here back to our relay up underneath there. So pause the video if you want to take a look at that. See how that looks. Hopefully that shows up. I've got the alternator wiring, in this case 2 10 gauge wires that equates to a 7 gauge wire that comes back to the ammeter. And then I've got the battery terminal up to the ammeter here, and some loads like for the starter solenoid. This is a main disconnect. Turn this off, then power won't flow to this terminal here, so that's good. If you need to work on the starter, you can shut it off, or if it's in storage. It's a pretty simple electrical system. There's not much to it. Again, up underneath we've just got a key switch and a real genuine Bosch 40 amp solenoid. Again, take a look at it. I've got a little diagram I wrote on there. Pause the video. And so that allows you to, it's not going to turn over because this is off. But if I was to flip this on, the starter would turn over. And here we've got the batteries. I've got your positive and your negative, and see how they're wired. See if your positive over